Hey there. This is Marcos Lopez from the Life Tech and Sundry podcast. I had some technical difficulties with part one, might as well a section of the podcast and got corrupted. I tried running some recovery on it. It was really bad. So I'll only post the second part as the only part for this week. So sorry, it's pretty late, but one must struggle for their passion, and these are some learning pains that I have to learn, some growing pains that I have to learn. Okay, Marcos Lopez signing out. Enjoy the show.
Warning, these are the opinions of me and the following guests that we have, Marcos and Alan. If you try to change us, well, we got people for that. So don't come for us to change it. Back to the show.
Nowadays, life is intertwined with technology. Let's figure it out. Welcome to Life, Tech, and Sundry. And we're recording.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And now
All right.
we go to the last part of Alan addresses. Go for it, Alan.
All right. Thanks again, Marcos. All right. So this is point number 5. I'll read it really quick. This is an article that I read from Food and Wine and is written by Maria Jagoda. And it's titled 18 Dishes Every Home Cook Should Know How to Make According to Chefs. And
Warning, this is the food segment of Alan.
Just a real quick one. It reads like this. It says, if you found yourself in a cooking rut, don't worry. These chefs are here to help. And they suggest going back to basics. We asked some of our favorite chefs around the country for the one thing that every home cook should know how to make, from dishes as simple as sushi rice to hearty meals like pasta bolognese. And I end the reading the article from there. If you guys want to read the whole article, definitely click on the link in the show notes and you can definitely see the whole list. And just picking just like maybe 2 or 3 of them. Really simple: roasted chicken, the next one being pad thai, and the third one being baked fish. And there's a bunch more, but just picking these 3, I definitely agree that there's certain dishes that as a home cook we should definitely try our hand at, especially like bolognese or pad thai or baked fish, to take these 3 as an example. I think it's really interesting and really helpful to have these like in your pocket, these type of recipes or things, or recipes in your pocket, in your back pocket, to have and whip out whenever you need to, because on top of it being delicious, it's something that you can definitely make when you're living on your own or you want to impress that special someone. It's always a good look when you can make this. And just to really quick name the one after baked fish, it's just plain rice. How to make rice. It's super important, super delicious. It's something that goes along with the baked fish maybe you want to make it with, right? Or you want to make it with braised meat or steak. Maybe you want something on the side. Rice is always clutch. And like these 3 or 4 recipes or items that you can make, there's some that have a little more finesse that you have to do, or maybe there's certain elements or ingredients that you want to mix into the actual recipe to spice it up or make it a little bit more unique to your palate, or to your palate and maybe to your liking. So these are like all the recipes are the list of chefs that basically named off one of these and suggested that they might be something that you would like to learn and have in your back pocket, so you can actually share with or make for yourself and definitely share with others. And I think that it's for me, it was really maybe not eye-opening, but it's a really good idea to take a look and start getting a better idea of what you can start learning in order for you to like make something at home instead of always going and ordering from a fast food place or a restaurant that might be, you know, expensive, and maybe you can save some money by actually cooking at home, and if you're feeling hungry, you can definitely have seconds or thirds because you made enough, you know. So that, I think this is a good list. I don't know if you guys have read through it, but if you have any questions or you want to add to it, definitely let me know.
I feel like there's one missing.
Which one?
And I feel like Josué would agree with me. or the semita or the cubana bread. I mean,
yeah, but we gotta keep it simple, Marcos.
Yeah, torta.
My man's torta.
Just pay him.
Yes.
Just dropping it like it's hot.
And funny enough, I think that I guess it's very, very essential to learn how to make a torta. Like really quick off the top of your heads, what does a torta consist of? Like, what are your go-to ingredients inside your torta?
Mine, Marcos here: beef, lettuce, tomato, onions, cheese.
Wait, we gotta explain how to cook the beef.
Oh, not yet. Hold up. These are the ingredients just yet. This is my torta. And then the bread is very critical.
The red.
Avocado.
Red. I love it.
The avocado.
Yes.
The roll has to be... What's the spiral one? Yeah, there you go. That one. No. What you said.
A Portuguese roll?
The Portuguese roll.
Or a Kaiser roll?
The OG Mexican one is the Portuguese roll, or a telera. Telera, which is a Portuguese, I guess. The closest thing that can come off the top of my head. But what's the other one? The Kaiser's the one that has the spiral on it?
Yeah, that's the Kaiser roll.
I didn't know. I know it as a roll. Thank you. I learned something awesome today. I like it. I always ask my family, what's the name of this roll?
Kaiser roll.
Thank you.
Kaiser roll.
Kaiser roll is the modern US one, but in OG, the homeland, the motherland, it's a telera. I would think it's a Portuguese.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't forget the OG, the bolero. Like,
which is what like a. How does it look if you were to describe it? Like, it has a split in between.
It's a boat. It's a magnificent boat.
It's a raft of sorts.
Yes.
But yeah, and then the meat. The meat. How do you say empanizado in English? Breaded. There you go. The breading, I can't describe it. Alan can better describe that one.
You want panko breading?
No, that's Asian though, isn't it?
What you want?
Well, the breadcrumbs are Asian. That's Japanese style breadcrumbs.
Yeah, what's the one that we use?
Or do you want the Italian one?
Which one's that one? The one that we use?
I don't know.
I don't know cooking terminology. That's the thing. I say empanizado breaded, and you just said panko, and I had a brain fart. I didn't know which one's which.
Like, huh?
Yeah, I've had the Japanese one, but anyways, lettuce, tomato, beans. You can't forget about the beans. And unfortunately, it's not the healthiest thing, but it's so good.
It's soulfully good.
Which one? Jalapeno or chipotles?
Yes.
All right, so you want to hit? Oh yeah,
chipotles.
That's a good question.
Personally, chipotles. But
really interesting. Do you like the spicy or do you like the sweet and spicy?
Medium sweet and spicy.
Oh, okay, interesting.
If I'm feeling fancy, I'll go with. If I'm feeling different, I'll go with the classic jalapeno, pickled jalapenos.
I pegged you as a rajas type of guy, not a chipotle type of person.
I'm mostly chipotle kind of guy, not the store. The OG.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You made homemade?
Homemade. It's gonna look ugly, but it's mine.
The homemade chipotles?
even the chipotles. Yeah, they're not gonna look like the la
So you're saying your rajas are your pickle?
Yes.
Yes.
But no, I've made chipotles, and it takes a while, but it's so good. But I'm also loyal to La Morena. Okay, that's my only brand of jalapeno peppers and chipotle.
Really?
Yeah, I grew up with only La Morena. I had La Costeña, all those other guys.
Right.
Didn't like them.
Really? Huh? Interesting.
What about you guys?
Go ahead, Josué, because I was actually gonna tell you guys, like, basically, it's funny that for us we say empanizado. The Italian way of saying breaded chicken would be empanato, and for French it would be milanese.
Yes.
And then For German would be schnitzel,
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
and then katsu would be, I believe, in Japanese, if I'm not mistaken.
Today I learned a lot.
So, and this is just off the top of the head, because when we basically name or say breaded chicken in Spanish is milanesa de pollo, right? And it's interesting that
Frenchy, frou.
So there's French elements to it. It's very our food, Mexican food, is very much a translation or a reflection of other countries coming in and pouring into the country their culture and their ingredients.
The zeitgeist, if you will.
Yes.
I guess, yes, the melting pot. So we have bread that was introduced, the roll that we use, like the Portuguese roll. I guess you were mentioning Marquitos, and then we have the breading style of like the French, which is like a milanesa with the Milanese in French, and then we have the ingredients. We have the aguacate, the quesillo, right? Ham, that's very Spanish, I guess you can call it. And then you have tomato, onion, and stuff like that. And mayo is another very French thing, mayonnaise.
Which is on the list to make.
Right.
Yes.
It's very, very, very simple. Just egg yolks and oil, salt, pepper, to taste,
And some chipotle to taste.
Well, people like to
Chipotle
put a
mayo.
little, like a little bit of paprika or cayenne, just to give it a little,
No.
pinch of spice. Yeah, a little kiss, a little, just to make it blush,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, please and thank you.
And then obviously for some people they can't live without their frijoles.
I can't, honestly.
Yes.
So, being that I mentioned a couple of things, Josue, I'm really curious what your go-to for a torta would be, since Marco said a milanesa de res instead of milanesa de pollo, which that's interesting. I would have pegged you as a chicken guy, not a beef guy for your torta.
Well,
I mean, moo.
it's the wrong animal. But not for me. For me, I'll probably do something similar to Marcos, except that there's a variation on it. I would definitely
You don't shy away from the chicken though.
Yes. So I would definitely do the frijoles. I would definitely. I mean, I don't know
Yes.
about quesillo. I feel like quesillo might be too much for me.
Okay.
But what about your
so
soul,
no
though?
cheese.
I would do like maybe like onions.
Fresco,
More?
queso fresco.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Onions.
Onion,
Maybe
you
lettuce
say.
and tomato. I'm kind of iffy on that. Maybe more tomato, because I'm
Okay,
more of
okay.
a tomato guy. And I guess the variation comes from like and of course, yeah, mayo. This is the constant as well.
No,
But
spices.
But I've always, if I go with like chicken, I would definitely want chipotle on it.
What?
But if it's beef,
okay.
then I'll go with the rajas.
If it's beast,
beef.
if it's a
Okay.
beast,
It's a beast.
Oh, so you interchange the spice with the actual protein that you pick.
Yes.
Okay.
I
And
see.
You said
There's a
you said that's a no-go with the lettuce and the quesillo, right?
Quesillo.
queso fresco? How about queso
might
fresco?
be- Nah,
Okay.
I've never find like queso to be like a standard for tortas. Maybe for
Not
even on-
sanitas, but not
even
but
on
for
the
tortas.
side, like a side piece.
Nah, I like tortas like.
I personally can have quesillo on almost anything. Personally,
No, I can't have
That's
that.
interesting.
what's the name of it in
quesillo?
English?
Maybe more for semitas, but no, not for
Right,
tortas.
right.
What's the name of quesillo in English?
Cheese.
Cheese.
No,
String cheese, I guess?
ball cheese. No,
Ball
Well, I mean,
cheese.
it's just.
That's hilarious.
Isn't it
Ball
like cheese from
Oaxaca?
String
Oaxaca or
cheese?
Chihuahua?
Oaxaca string cheese. I
Oaxaca
guess.
style cheese.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oaxaca style cheese. Again, what happens is a lot of the times with different places in Mexico or different places in La República is that you start seeing the variations of people's way of making tortas, and it's really distinct and really delicious, I guess you can say, because everybody has their own way of making them, and their own way of just having a standard type of ingredients that go along with it.
Isn't there like a little truck that make like more tortas?
What?
Yeah,
Where is
there
it?
could be stands, there can be trucks, there can be
Oh,
like
they have
homemade.
stands?
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Are
like,
they
the chef
JoJo
was like,
characters now?
No, not that
No.
stands, man. Like carts.
Yeah.
Bro,
I
like,
know what you're
Oh,
talking about.
carts. Like the hot dog ones.
Yeah, but they sell tortas that are like massive.
Which is better.
Yes. Well, I mean,
And don't knock it.
I'm not.
I'm not gonna knock a
I'm
hot
not gonna
dog.
knock the hot dog, bro.
Hey, I like how you said it too. Oh.
But when you
But
have
I'm-
a torta that's standing at 2 pounds,
No, I'm just saying that's it hits different because you're in a different state of mind, you know?
it's like,
You gotta sit down for
it's
the
like in New York
torta
City they have hot dogs, but in Mexico City they have tortas.
and tacos.
And
And
what's
taco.
funny is that, like, for me personally, if I were to have a torta, I usually go for chicken and not so much the beef. And the reason I say that is because a lot of times,
Why?
What?
not always. And I'll definitely, I don't mind if it's a, milanesa de bistec. I don't mind it at all. It's just that I find it sometimes, not always, the meat tends to be a lot more chewy than the chicken.
What does Jesus
Yeah.
have to do with this?
Chewy?
Chewy? Oh, I see what you did there.
I used your name as Chewy as a pun for Jesus.
Yes. No, chewy, where it's like it's a lot more gristle sometimes, or it's a lot more. I guess you can call it tough.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Those,
use, they don't-
those
they
burnt
use
tips
curse-
though just hit
curse
different.
steak.
And again, not all tortas were created equal. And again,
Definitely not. Yeah.
the quality of some tortas are a little more standard, and some are a lot more epic, where the quality
Yes.
of the actual ingredients are a lot better. And just I've had experiences with milanesas de bistec where it's like I'm chewing and like I chew it and the meat doesn't break apart, and I pull the meat out and I'm like, what the hell? Why is it so chewy? And
It's fighting
I
for
guess-
its life.
not even fighting for its life. It's like stringy almost.
Oh. And what
Like,
about chicken?
there's a big ass vein that's like going through the whole piece or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like it's not the highest quality cut of bistec that you can have to make a milanesa. And unfortunately, I've had that situation happen, and it's just very off-putting for me, where that's sometimes when I don't know the location very well, I'll opt to ask for the milanesa de pollo instead of the milanesa de res, and that's primarily the biggest reason why I'll go for the chicken over the res, especially when it's a location I do not know. So as far as
Chicken is dead.
and as far as the other ingredients go, for me, the type of bread is very important, because I don't like the bread falling apart on me, because it's very
Yes.
off-putting. It gets me upset because I'm trying to enjoy my food, not fight with my food, and I'll definitely do the standard lettuce, tomato, onion for me. I'll do avocado for myself
Avocado
as well.
standard, right?
If you can put the whole avocado inside, I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
Well, that's why I forget to add avocado. Yes.
You did say
Yeah,
it though, I
and-
think.
Did I say
No,
that?
I think you did. I think you did.
Oh, okay.
Because I would
Definitely,
have called you on it.
Definitely need. I need the frijoles. Definitely, I need the frijoles on it. But for mayo, I mean, I can go with either or, like with or without it. For me, it's not a deal breaker if it has it or not. Me personally, I try to, like, I know I'm eating something very decadent, or not even decadent, just very fatty. Where it's like if they put mayo, like if they put like a light smear of mayo,
Smear, oh.
I'm cool. Yeah, I'm not asking, yo, can you put like a good amount of mayo? Because like for me, it's like I want to taste the ingredients. I don't necessarily want to taste just the mayo. We're not, because a lot of times people OD. I've had that problem before. Where you bite into the torta, and the mayo starts dripping with the frijol, and it's like, bruh, I'm trying to eat my torta. I'm not trying to have everything slip. I'm not trying to have everything slip out. And
last but not least, the
for
spices.
me, well, not even the last. For me, usually I'll do rajas
On what?
on the chicken. I told you already.
Okay.
Yeah, unless I get a semita, that's probably when I'll ask for chipotle. And whether it be chicken or beef, usually I'll get a semita with chipotle. But I'll switch it sometimes. So like say this week I'll get a torta or semita, I'll ask for jalapenos, whatever the protein is. And then if I choose to eat a torta again the next week, the following week, I'll switch it up and do chipotle. So I'll switch off 1 and 1 every time. That way I don't get bored.
Extra stiff.
But here it goes. And I don't know about you guys. I don't know where your stance is on this, but I always ask just in case they don't do it. And I don't see why they wouldn't do it, but I always ask them for them to toast the torta, like
Yes, the grilled
Yes.
flat top. Yes.
flat top.
They
Yeah.
have they have to have it toasty on both sides, flat top, and they have
Even-
to cut it.
Yes. I mean, who?
I can't.
Is your torta cut diagonally or straight?
I don't care.
With crusts or no crusts?
I could care less. I want the whole thing. Don't cut mine at
I
all
know. I'm
around the crust.
being facetious over here.
Yes,
Obviously.
I know. Cut it down the middle. I don't care. Give me the torta, but it needs to be toasted on both
It's mine
sides. It has
now.
to be toasted.
Yeah. Have you seen
And-
some people cut it diagonally a little bit, like to make it pointy on the one edge at an
Yes.
angle?
I don't trust those people. Those are not grilled cheese sandwiches. Stop it. It's a torta. Respect
You're breathing.
the
You're
torta.
breathing deeply.
Respect. It just gets me flustered. I respect the torta, the noble torta.
The noble art
Um,
of the torta.
Like you cut, G.
Right, and then obviously, and for me, like again, like I said, I'll switch off on and off with the chipotle and the jalapenos, las rajas. So for me, that's a definite. That's what I usually do, toasted. And for the cheese part, I mean, I don't mind the queso fresco on it sometimes. It really depends who's making it. Me, I can do without. I really don't care too much for the queso. Like, as far as like a semita goes, the semita needs to have that quesillo for me.
I agree.
Yes.
But it also needs to have, and I don't know, many people don't disagree with me because maybe they don't like the taste of it, but I love the taste of papalo in my semita.
Yes.
Well, we gotta be
That's what
worried though,
makes
because it makes you. I don't know what makes you. What's happened to me? Like you occasionally burp, and then the aftertaste is the plant, which isn't a bad thing compared to everything else. But you still have that aftertaste when you're like burp a little bit, and you're like,
Well,
"Ooh, I can taste the papalo."
I vaguely remember someone explaining to me that the reason people go through that sensation is because you have a dirty, and not to say you're dirty, I'm just saying that you have a dirty, what's it called? Digestive system.
Giggity, giggity.
There you go.
But yeah. So Marcos,
And
your
yeah.
thoughts on
Well, okay.
in the shower?
So, ladies and gentlemen, I have thoughts.
Just one?
No, I said I have thoughts.
Oh, okay.
And now to
So just two?
my shower thoughts. Exclusively for the shower, though.
I like
So-
the
We're not in the
showers.
shower.
Let's
Where's
talk
the water
about
running?
let's talk about music from the 80s and how
Oh, no.
it influences modern music. Here we go. This is a theory, by the way. These bullet points are theories. Every 40 years, the market clears out from the used up consumers to potentially fresh ears. They didn't live through the 80s, which means that they didn't live through the bad connotations with the many bands that came to fame during that 10-year. These bands incorporated their skills, these skills through the previous decades, which is the 50s, 60s, even the 40s, all those eras, to culminate into the 80s, which can still influence modern music and are still very popular. Even the not so popular ones are critically acclaimed for being game changers. An example for a modern artist that came to fame in the 80s was Madonna. Madonna has been going through a lot of changes, but she started her career in the 80s. Okay, so many can be seen today with modern music creators. These influences are, what I'm trying to say is that approximately every 40 years, allegedly, this is my theory, remember, that the generation of listeners literally move out and stop being the demographic that music want to influence for them to have loyal followers, more or less. Last 2010, people heard the resurgence of dubstep and all those things. Turns out, yes, that all those things are sampling from the 70s. All that music is sampling from disco music, 70s music. Now, the 90s,
70s or 80s?
The 70s. This is my preface with the 70s. The 2020s are influenced by the 80s. 80s.
So what
yes.
you're trying to say is,
yes. No. Mute yourself. Mute it. I don't wanna. But yeah, that's my theory. And jazz, there's different in each era since it started playing, has had its own evolution. But the 2000s, the 90s, the all from the 2000s, it's a lot of sampling from previous generations, which is not a bad thing. It opens a different style of music making. But the 80s is where the what's that kind of style that you sample the music?
Sampling?
Yeah, but
sampling?
No, the entire thing, the thing that Daft Punk plays on.
You mean like a remix?
I guess.
A synthesizer?
Yeah, the synthesizer started in the 80s originally. Okay. So that entire style of synthesizing music started in the 80s. Guitars, the LA studio music sound in guitars, it became super popular in the 70s. The 80s, it was like a cutthroat competition era for guitar players. Kiss, Guns N' Roses, Nirvana, all those guys started in the 80s. They were so cutthroat that they weren't loyal to so many bands. Many bands came and went, but the style of the guitar player remained in the different bands, to the point that people were loyal to the guitarist or to the drummer. What's this guy that recently died? There's Something in the Air Tonight. Phil Collins.
I have no idea.
Mr. Collins.
Again?
Mr. Collins. Phil Collins?
No, doesn't ring a bell.
I have. Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. I can feel it in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Remember that one? That's Daft Punk. That's the 90s. But don't you know, like, dun 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 dun. I can feel it brewing in the air tonight.
You mean blowing into the air?
Oh Lord. Michael Jackson also became popular in the 80s. What about that? Hey? What was it? That one. That's Phil Collins, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
The guy who sang Tarzan. Was it him? I don't remember.
But that's what I'm saying. People are sampling. People are sampling a lot of things of the past, which obviously, where else are they going to sample?
No, it was him.
Oh,
it was Phil Collins.
That's my thoughts. What do you guys think?
I have no clue. I have no response, bro.
Or the hello.
Did he die? Wait, he didn't die?
Phil Collins?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no
Okay,
clue if
no.
he did.
What about the other this other
You said
gentleman?
you said the late Phil Collins. I'm like, he's not dead.
He's not
old.
here. He's late, right?
He's
Well,
like,
I mean, he
it's late. It's
old, but he not
12:26.
gone.
It's
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's late. It's 12:26. Look at the clock.
But yeah, no, that's my thought. That like around every 40 years, the style of music or the decade of music gets a resurgence. But because there's new ears, fresh ears that listen to the music and are not connected to the bad publicity that the singers did,
Okay, that was my mistake.
And that's it.
I was going back.
and that's it. I have noticed that, and I listen to a lot of music historians that have noticed
Allegedly.
that and lived through it. Lived from the 70s, they started music, all those different shenanigans that happened during that time frame. That's a synthesizer.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, that's my statements. I stand my statements.
Yes,
Does it
sir.
come with McFlurries?
Always.
I like McFlurry.
Always.
And that's it. And
That's it?
I want to hear you guys' thoughts. If you will, please, and thank you.
Okay. These are my thoughts.
Sweet dreams are made of these.
And he probably muted. Oh, there you go. That's it. That was all.
So, are we gonna move on to the next section? What do you think?
Yeah.
I am
Marcos?
down.
Marcos?
Did you step out?
I don't know. He's still here.
No, it's me. It's
Hello?
me. I just muted myself. So, any thoughts, Alan?
Okay.
Any thoughts?
To be perfectly honest, no. I think
Oh,
like many things like fashion, and other creative artistic forms. I tend to believe they're very cyclical, where things go in and out of fashion, and they'll come back every so often to make a resurgence. So, that's what I think. So I do believe that things like the synthesizer will be big again, or have been big in some way, shape, or form. It's been reimagined, readjusted, and redone in different ways. And like I said, like every other artistic form or situation, they tend to be cyclical and come about every so often. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that.
yeah. That was. I agree. That's my statement. So, I feel like that's a good closing, and
Like you cut, G.
we can go to the next segment. Also, give us the anime intro. Also,
Okay, wait. Let me see if I can find the right. Remember this one?
One more thing.
Like you cut, G.
Anime.
There we go. So
Excellent.
this week was the end of winter of 2021. 2021. But before
Winter
we go into the next
2021.
lineup,
Yes.
before we guess next lineup, what do you guys think of this? As I like to call the comeback season.
The
I'm
where back?
excited.
The where? Who goes? Who? What's where?
The comeback season.
I'm excited for the season. Yes.
But what's the rating rules? What are my?
Well, I mean, like, look. So, I mean, I have here a few anime. I could probably pull up from.
No, but
last
like
one.
1 through 5, 1 through 10, 0 through 10, 0 through 5.
Well, how about I have three. I have 3 anime that I thought were easily the top anime off my head. That I think maybe you guys have watched. And tell me what you think of this season of these guys. Starting
From,
with
from this past season or the new season?
this past season, not the new one that's
Okay.
coming up.
Not literally this Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
excited.
today's Saturday.
Today's Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Today's
Or-
Sunday.
Today's Sunday, actually.
Yeah. So starting off with Jujutsu Kaisen. I give it like a 9. I thought it was really good.
I give it like a 4.
But you're gonna give my best friend a 4?
Out of 5.
No, I
okay.
agree. I'm giving it a higher mark. I think it's like 8.5.
Down the decimal.
For sure. The first season was kind of okay, but the second one was hyped.
Yes.
With again,
Who's not gonna like that episode where he
friendo.
Who's not gonna Who's
Yes,
not gonna
sir.
like that episode where he throws the shock put like it's nobody's business?
No, I'm never gonna forget the episode where he's like, "What kind of woman?" You're like, maybe like a Jennifer Lawrence."
Dub.
And he just starts,
Yes.
and he just starts rethinking. He's like, "My best friendo." What else?
Did you see this? You saw
good
this
stuff.
sub, right? I think it's
Yeah.
the guy with the super brolic guy, right? Asks him,
Yeah,
If-
total something. I forgot what it is.
yeah, if you don't say something I don't like, I will kill you.
His
Yeah.
brother. Oh man.
What else? Next one is Dr. Stone
Getting stoned.
with the Stone Wars.
Absolutely getting stoned. What do you think, Marcos?
Out of 10, I'd give it a 7.5. It wasn't as strong as season 1 personally, but at the same time, 7.5. I'm locking it in 7.5.
I was gonna say I think it's like an 8.5. I thought this season was better.
It had closure,
Yes,
but you can tell they're gonna go for a next season,
of course. There's
and I expect that.
the Kaisakush arc.
Let's not spoil it, but yes.
Well, yeah.
No, I agree. I'm giving it an 8. Giving it a
7.5.
solid 8.
So in between 8 is the average score. I give it. Yeah, I'm okay with 8.
Yes. And then the last one I have here is a ReZero. So the
Alan,
last
you first.
For ReZero,
Yeah.
this is an N/A for me because I did not watch it at all.
Dang.
So you abstain.
Marcos?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to give my answer because I haven't
I
seen it.
abstain as well because I wasn't
I
interested
watched it.
enough to watch.
So I guess some other ones that you could watch now that they're over. You could watch, of course, the Quintessential Quintuplets if you haven't
Yeah.
finished that.
Always a classic. Always a classic.
Slime. I think Slime really upped their game.
Yo, yes, they did.
Yes,
And
they
just-
did. I give
just
that
to
one
let
an
you know-
8.5.
Just to let you
if
know,
anything.
the last episode is gonna come out this Tuesday, and they're gonna re-air the second half or start airing the second half July. So the next season.
Wait, who's lying?
Wow. Okay.
What about
else you
Log
gonna-
Horizon? What do you guys think about Log Horizon?
I mean, I skip that.
I haven't finished watching it.
It's
but
not over.
Yeah, no. And I only saw like maybe the first 2 episodes, so I haven't really seen enough to be like, or to say I'm impressed or not impressed or give it a proper ranking. But from the 2 episodes that I saw, I want to say that for whatever reason, I feel like it's a slow build up or slow. They're trying to do maybe a lot more world building. Maybe, I don't know. But just from the 2 episodes alone that I saw, like it's interesting, but for whatever reason, it didn't
Didn't quench your thirst.
yeah.
What?
It
You were
didn't-
thirsty?
bro? Not that I'm not gonna finish watching it.
It left it with the.
Yeah, yo.
But there's the girl that is always throwing herself to the night.
that reminds me of this YouTuber where he's like explaining if he takes his mom to try out Thai food and it's not good, she always make like a frown. She's like like a frowny face.
Is the mom Asian?
Yeah. But it's funny when he does it because he just like it's like you see the disappointment in his face. It's like like I'm trying to make noise to express it, but
In an audio format.
yeah, and it's funny.
Take a picture of your face, you frowning, or of the other person frowning, and I'll share it in the
I'll
social.
find it. It's funny.
The
But I
screenshot.
mean, it just didn't grab my attention like off the bat, like the first season did. But I'll definitely try to like go back to it and finish it.
Do you think
So
the
I
idol
have
girl
fun.
is a trap?
It's always a trap.
It is always a trap, isn't it?
It was a trap all along.
I think it
As
was,
you-
but
As you point the gun behind me, no?
Nah, but yeah. So just to continue recommending anime, Horemiya.
The spider. What about the spider one?
No, the spider is trash. Get that
I-
stuff out of here.
Like
I saw
Buforo?
the first episode and I didn't even finish the first episode. Like 10 minutes in, I hit the back button.
we don't
I
talk about
exited.
the spider anime, Marcos.
Why did people hype it up so much like if it
I
was
don't- I
great or
don't know.
something?
It's
I
terrible.
don't understand.
But yeah,
Guilty.
Horemiya is amazing. I think it's a good slice of life romance.
Is it dubbed?
Horomiya.
Yes, it is. It's
Did
the
I-
the main character.
It's American.
No, it's voiced by Kagi. The main
My boy.
the main male character here is voiced by Kagi. So yeah,
Support our
watch it.
boy. Support our boy.
Another one is a very long one. It's
Giggity.
basically the Last Dungeon Boonies anime. What I'm gonna call it.
giggity.
It's pretty good. It's basically it's like similar to Saitama,
Is it dubbed?
but I think it is.
Yes.
It's in Funimation.
Yes.
And just two more. The hidden dungeon only I can enter is actually pretty good. I liked it.
Dubbed?
That's a
And-
9 for me.
That's an
And,
8.5.
And
Is it
the
dubbed,
bottom
though?
no,
Damn it.
then keep it like that. And bottom tier character Tomozaki. That's really good. It's another slice of life romance one, and that is
Dubbed?
dubbed.
Yay. You know I'm gonna be watching it then.
That's really. I think those are really good. Those were. I was really surprised.
Which one was the title of that slice of life you were talking about? Hyori, you said?
Horimiya.
Horimiya.
Yes, and that's like I said,
Horishimiya.
dubbed.
Horishimiya.
It's based off of a manga that I started
A
reading and
doujin.
liked. What?
What?
I said manga. I said manga. It's
Don't
not
worry.
a doujin. I don't think there is a doujin of that. It's a really
It's
good
on the
manga.
it's
though.
on the internet. There's
It's-
going
it's
to
a-
be one.
It's a really good manga, and I really like the show. I think that one was really good.
Giga.
They
All right,
gave
and-
it. They gave it 8.6, 8.7 ish, and I think that's what I would give it.
Can you go through the list again as far as from starting from Hiromiya?
Starting from the bottom.
So
Now we're here.
Horimiya,
Yeah.
the hidden dungeon only I can enter.
yes.
Right.
The quintessential quintuplets.
Of course.
Yes.
But of course.
I'm gonna read the full title of this one. Suppose a kid from the last dungeon boonies moved to a starter town.
Bless you.
Yes.
I've never seen that one. Where
It's
the hell
funny.
did I
I
watch it?
It's on
recommend it.
Funimation. It's really good.
I
Oh, it's
recommend
like
it.
it.
Just wait for the
Yeah.
dub though. It's gonna get awesome.
And the last
For
one
the dub, you
is-
say?
And the last one. And the last one is bottom tier character Tomozaki-kun.
Where can I watch that one, sir?
It's Funimation, as
Funimation?
well.
All of these are Funimation.
Most of these are Funimation.
That's a lie.
Even
And then
Crunchyroll.
of course, this is also
That's a
the
lie.
end.
That's the tag of the day. That's a
This
lie.
is the end of this is the end of season 1 for Black Clover.
Yeah.
Wait, season 1? It's like 100 episodes. Season 1.
exactly. This is like One Piece tier.
Yeah, season 1 was like 100 episodes for One Piece. So yeah.
But I think they're ending
yeah.
it soon, no?
They're ending. They're halting
One
the
Piece
anime.
or Black Clover?
No, Black Clover. They're
The
halting the anime this coming week. But in the manga, it gets really. I feel bad for you guys because the manga. Oh,
So you've
it's
ascended.
moi.
Don't
oh my God.
don't feel bad for me. If I
Chef's
want
kiss?
to pick up the damn manga, I'll pick it up and read it.
But
Chef's
they
kiss?
finally go. They finally explain Asta's mom and
Giggity.
Levy.
Oh.
They already did, didn't they?
They did. They will.
In the
They
manga,
introduced them in the manga, yeah, but they introduced Levy already, and they're gonna introduce
Right.
Asta's mom.
Shh,
Levy.
Don't. For the
Oh,
listeners.
No, I already know who that character is.
Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I won't say anything, but.
But yeah, so let's get into the meat and potatoes, which is spring of 2021.
Yes. Sir.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
The
Let's do
first one
this.
here is, of course, the 5th season of Boku no Hero, or My Hero
Boku no
Academia.
Pico, yes.
No, that's
Wait,
not what I
what?
said.
Oh,
Of My Hero Academia. where they're probably
Mahiro.
gonna talk about the
Today it came out, the newest episode.
Yeah, but it's just a recap,
Yeah.
basically. But they're probably gonna talk about the previous users of One for All.
Finally.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Have you been reading
They-
the manga for that?
yeah. They finally explain. Yeah, they explain
Nice.
that.
How
plot.
people go back in. Nah, I won't say anything.
Back in
What else?
time.
They have the continuation of Nanatatsu to some Seven
Basically,
Deadly Sins.
Yes, yes.
There you go. The last few episodes of it. Then they have a season 2 of the one and only How to Not Summon a Demon Lord,
What? That was
Omega.
That wasn't
Literally
as
the Omega
good.
Sun.
That wasn't as good.
Marcos, but they have
That
an
reminds
elf.
me. Don't they have? Aren't they gonna make a second season of the Devil is a Part Timer or something?
Yes.
I wanted
but
season
not
3 of
that.
Quintessential Quintuplets.
That one's getting another season too.
I mean,
no?
yeah, this is probably gonna be the last one though, because the manga already ended.
Oh yeah, you're right. You told me about it.
And then because the people at the slime, they're so polite, they're giving you a spin-off of slime.
Yes.
Which is
I don't
gonna
want to
be
watch that. It's more of a slice of life.
who's
Yeah,
it
it's
gonna
called
be?
The Slime Diaries.
The Slime Diet. Oh,
Yes. I don't know if you guys remember this, but welcome to the Demon School, Iruma-kun. Second season is coming out.
Iramakun.
Yes, of course.
Iramakun.
Where the guy got sold to a devil, and the devil's like, I want a kid, so I'm gonna raise you now.
What?
Yeah, that's
I need an
exactly what
adult?
happened. That's exact. No, yeah, he got an adult, a
He
demon
is
adult.
the adult.
Another new one. First new one is "Don't Toy with Me, Miss Nagatoro."
Oh yeah.
Isn't that from the kids from the middle school?
That's high school.
No, it's
No,
high school.
but from middle school though, right? Is
No,
it
that's
I
high
did-
school.
the tan girl?
Yes.
I heard
Yeah.
that the artist originally
Used.
was
Yup. Yup.
a Dojin artist, right?
Yes. I have
Yeah.
all his editions. Yes,
I have all
Wait,
of his
what?
editions.
I'm a
Did
loyal
you have
fan.
Do you have them signed, my good friend?
My guy.
He's like this. My
I-
best friendo.
I went to
My
his,
best friend.
I went to his OnlyFans account, no, for his
No.
for
Wait,
the best
what?
dojins. For the
But nah,
hottest dojins.
you can kind of
You're
tell because of
crazy,
mostly because
bro.
of the facial emotions, especially when she's like laughing.
But in the
Oh,
anime,
yeah?
that's the manga though that they see these awesome depictions.
Yeah.
Do they translate
yes.
it in the act?
But yes, so the next one.
my man Marcos is such a man of culture, son.
So this next one is the Shaman King.
The
Oh,
no,
yes, but
season
that's-
2?
That's a
What?
Netflix
What?
exclusive, isn't it?
Like the Terminator?
Yes, it's only Netflix. So maybe all of them will come
OnlyFans,
out.
yes.
Yes.
Here's another new one.
I want an Escanor spin-off with all those side stories from the Seven
When
Deadly
he-
Sins.
Isn't the Misfit of Demon King Academy gonna get a second
Season
season?
2, but not
Two?
this
Yeah, but
not
not
this
this
season.
Curses.
But what is coming out this season is To Your Eternity. A lonely boy wandering the Arctic regions of North America meets a
He's
wolf,
not human.
and the two become fast friends, depending on each other to survive the harsh environment. But the boy has a history, and the wolf is more than meets the eye as well.
He
And
took
he
out a
goes to the
man.
natural.
He killed a man.
Oh look,
What
Verve is
what
still
about-
around.
It's still
Wait, what
alive.
about isn't Arifueta coming out this season or no?
No,
Let me see.
I
That's
checked.
wrong.
I think it was.
I'm
I could be
going through
wrong.
the list.
I could be wrong.
This next one is
If you're
I've
gonna
been
do the one
killing
from the,
slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level.
yes,
Oh yeah, I heard about that one. It
This is
sounds
also going to
funny.
be in Crunchyroll.
there's gonna be another slice of life one about a 26-year-old. If I don't look for it. Look for it. I listen.
Well,
I
I don't
heard
know.
this.
Well, here's another one.
I'll let you something.
Combatants will be dispatched. Always bring a gun to a sword fight. With world
Duh.
domination nearly under grasp, the supreme leaders of Kurosagi Corporation, an underground criminal group turned into evil megacorp, have decided to try their hands at interstellar conquest. A quick dice roll nominates the chief operative, Combat Agent 6, to the one to explore an alien planet. And the first thing he does when he gets there is change a secret incantation for a holy ritual to the most embarrassing thing he could think of. But evil deeds are a business usually for the Kurosagi operatives. So if the sixth wants a promotion in the race, he'll have to work much harder than that. For starters, you have to do something about the other group of villains on the planet who are calling themselves the Demon Lord's Army or whatever. After all, this world doesn't need two evil organizations.
Or whatever he says.
This one is called Hige.
Say it in English.
That's what it says. After being rejected, after being rejected, I shaved and took in a high school runaway. What?
Keep reading. I'll let you in if you.
Yoshida, an ordinary guy who was rejected hard by the woman he spent the last 5 years after having a crush on his way home. After getting drunk at a bar, he finds a teenage girl crouched on the side of the road. If you let me stay, this does not sound right.
Read it.
If you let me stay at your place, you can sleep with me. You shouldn't say that even as a joke. Then let me stay over for free. Before he knows it, the girl, Sayu, has moved in with him.
Comes on.
This is the story of a runaway teen girl and an ordinary 26-year-old man. And you can watch this on Crunchyroll.
I swear I've seen this hentai on many places and dojins.
Of course.
But I don't know if you guys have watched it, and I think it might be on Funimation or it might be on Crunchyroll. It was called Tawawa on Tuesday, I believe.
Tawawa?
It has a very similar premise.
Tawawa.
As far again, I'll definitely look. I'll look for the actual proper name.
So I guess just to list a few more, because it just starts gets to random anime.
What about Oreimo? How about that one?
Or what about Eden Zero? The next arc, the next work from the creators of Fairy Tail. In the year X492, in an age in which people freely travel through the universe, Rebecca, a video creating B-Cuber, visits the robotic world of Granville and meets a young man with special powers, Shiki, who's lived his entire life among machines. Soon Shiki is exploring the cosmos of Rebecca, encountering new places, people, and things, and making friends along the way with her.
Eureka 7 much?
Maybe. Nah, it doesn't sound like Eureka 7. There's not 7 girls here.
Haven't you've never seen Eureka 7, the first season?
Oh, not the first season.
The kid literally works on mechs and he says, I can literally hear the mechs.
I remember reading this one. Osamake, rom-com where the childhood friend won't lose. The story centers around Suiharu Maru, an average 17-year-old high school boy who has never had a girlfriend, and the heroine battle between his beautiful first crush, that's the name, Kachi, and his childhood friend Shida.
Chida, yes.
There's 3 girls in the title, but yeah.
Where's the bench? Remember the bench series? Isn't that going to be a season 2? Isn't that a season 2?
That's not season 2, unfortunately.
Damn it. You got to text me the name of that show.
I forgot what it is.
And the bench.
And the bench. But no, this one's pretty good. I like this one. The main character is like an ex actor. And then he for some reason has options. But then
options. It's like and
then he loses all the options.
Like the one with the bench.
I guarantee you the first 3 episodes are already out in manga.
Or what about Haganai? Same thing. Freaking scientist girl was Haganai. The scientist girl was super horny for the main character and he didn't smash. He passed.
Oh yeah.
Remember? Or the girl that always acted so.
But that's because he was confused about what he
was
wanted.
Confused. Literally, she was doing all the signs and remember the train
he was
episode.
confused because remember he did have more than one girl.
I guess.
But you talk about
he didn't know what to choose.
So yeah, so those are the
¿Por qué
lineup.
no todos?
You know exactly why.
like a
Yeah,
pimp.
you know exactly why.
Like a pimp, no? He puts
Nah,
his
we don't do
talcum
that.
powder on his hand and
But
I'm
You
yeah.
have
just
some
kidding.
crazy thoughts, Mr. Marcos.
yes, they are crazy, them thoughts.
So what are you guys excited for? I think I'm the most
All of
excited
the
for
above.
the
The
what
bench.
was it? The bench. The
I want to
bench.
rewatch it.
I forget which one, but they all
I'm-
look really good. So I gotta say,
Yeah, yeah. I think
The s- mm, mm,
I think I'll
maybe not
probably
the slime
like.
one.
no,
Well, that might be interesting. I don't know.
a sleeper.
You know what I'm probably gonna do is what I usually do. I'll definitely watch the first episode of each one,
Yes.
and not that I'm gonna measure all their criteria just based off that one episode, but I'll probably let it stack maybe up to one or two and watch 2 episodes of each show, and then I'll put that or organize it in order of what I
You
want to
have
see
it in a folder.
first to least. Yeah, I'll see what I want to watch from like most important or like high conviction and low
What?
conviction.
What?
Yes.
You're going to jail for these?
No conviction, as in, do I think it
Desire.
merits?
Oh.
Like
So all the
a high
hentai are up front,
desire.
no? I imagine with Alan because they're high conviction.
I don't watch hentai.
And hentai too, like Samuel L. Jackson.
I think you're the only one that really like loves hentai. My
Goes
life.
into it.
It's no,
You
the
experiment
dojins.
with it.
It's the dojins. I experiment
It's the
with
doj-
hentai. It's the dojins. That's where
That
the
is
real
that
art
is
is.
hentai.
And hentai too. I'm silent. I'm speechless. But yeah, so all this season, I'll pass. Can you go? You go first, Alan.
As far
You
as
just did?
what, like, I just did.
Yeah, he said. It's your turn, Marcos. You must give us your thoughts.
No, never.
Yes.
But yeah, for
I think
me,
definitely for me, this one, the after being rejected one, I want to see how that goes.
I want
Since
the one.
especially it's coming from a light novel, so there's a lot of material. Hopefully.
Yeah, there sure is.
There should be. I want to watch the one with the
Don't
demon
toy
lord.
with me
The demon lord one.
again. Not to summon the demon lord.
I didn't
Come to
like
this.
it. I like the corniness or the
Wait,
There's-
did you
there's-
watch it dub or sub?
both.
Yes.
Okay.
I like the corniness about the boobalicious girl was a little
Right,
bit dummy
right.
and very thick, and he was a knight. But as a demon
You
lord, he
call
should
her
have.
dummy thick?
Wasn't she not?
I thought.
You mean
did
the
you
elf?
separate it or?
Yes, the elf.
Yeah, no, she was great.
She was great. She held down the show through,
She was the glue of the show, my friend.
Yeah, I
and
guess.
also they're gonna add more girls because there's different girls
Yeah.
in this one.
But what
yeah,
I'm
they
saying
add
is,
more characters, right?
what I'm saying is that he. Oh, what about Overlord? Nothing, no news on the Overlord front.
No.
No,
I mean, I can
not
look
that I'm
one
aware
because
of.
there's nothing coming out this season.
Damn it.
Let me
That
see.
Data Live.
Overlord.
Data
Season,
Live.
like
Yes.
season 3, no, or 4.
But yeah, I'm thinking about that one about the
yeah.
demon.
Oh
not
yeah,
the
that's
demon lord.
fall.
What?
That's in October. Data Live
Data Live, yeah.
season
But
4.
I want to see
What
the
about
one with the
SAO?
Demon Academy one.
Well, I don't see SAO.
Demon
Sal?
Academy? You mean?
The one with the devil
Wait.
is gonna make him. I want to have a son or something like that.
Oh, I see it.
That one sounds funny. It's a full-on terror movie. No, it's another Attack on Titan, and I think it's funny, right?
Yes.
Maybe it might
But that-
be.
That's my thought. I want to see that one if I had to choose.
I mean, I don't know. The way
I want
these
that bench though.
No, but the thing is, like, we're getting like what I'm seeing as recent is like we're getting a lot of like maybe second or third seasons of shows that haven't aired like from like 4 to 5 years ago.
Log Horizon. Look
Or-
at that one.
Data Live.
Or
I'm still
the.
looking for the.
I'm waiting for Railgun F.
I was thinking about the part timer as a devil.
That's
Right, that's
almost
another one.
10 years ago?
Yeah,
2011.
Just about.
give it take.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting like shows from. Again, we're getting another Bleach. I think at some point.
They
I
haven't
mean,
announced it for what.
They haven't
for
announced
what,
anything yet.
This is Q2, right? Technically speaking.
Also, they
beginning of
haven't announced
Q2?
any Shield Hero.
What?
They haven't.
They haven't even announced Shield Hero. Like they're supposed to come out with 2 more seasons.
They better before we go to Japan.
Oh wait, no, here it is. Fall 2021.
This
Season
year.
There you
two.
go.
So Q3, right?
Yes. No, I think Q4.
I'd agree. I wouldn't
But
disagree.
yeah.
But yeah, that's my thought. I want
What
to see
about-
that demon one that says, "Oh,
Alright.
I want to have a son or a child, and you'll be my child. I'll make you the strongest."
Well, he didn't say that. He said, "I'll make you my child," and that's it.
Oh. And then the Pornhub theme song goes on.
No. But yeah, I think
What?
that should be enough to wrap it up.
Sure.
in Cellophane. This
No,
episode.
And that's all for today, folks. Or tonight, or whatever you watch.
And that's
listen to
all, folks.
Oh man.
So, once again, listeners, thank you for listening to Life Tech and Sundry. My name is Marcos Lopez. I'm signing out.
this. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Alan. So yeah, hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, listeners, please review us. I'm not telling you to give us a 5-star, but please give us a 5-star.
Give us a 5-star.
And
Yes.
you'll see all the notes in the social media, everything down on the show notes. Okay. Have a good time. Bye bye. Hi there. Thank you for tuning into the LTS podcast. All the notes and more can be found in the description. By the way, we have a social media page where content is posted regularly. Feel free to reach out at us through there or via email. Both are found in the description. When you support the show, we have a merch store where you can buy an item that you like. If buying merch is not your thing and you just want to support the show directly, we also have links to those too, if you'd like. Thank you. Also, every comment is really appreciated. Credits in the description as well. Peace.